So I asked ChatGPT how to... Hold on. Why would you trust it with an answer? What do you mean? I ask it a question and it gives me an answer, just like a person would, but it's trained on basically all the knowledge across the internet. While that is technically true, it's not what you think. The problem is that it's a language model, not a knowledge model. It's all a computer to me, dude. I'm sure at this point you've heard that language models are probabilistic, right? You have told me that so many times. And do you know what that means? Not a clue. Okay, large language models like ChatGPT are engineered based on the same principles as the predictive text on your phone, which uses a model called a Markov chain. Sure. I'll explain some other time how Markov chains work because I think they're neat, but the details don't really matter right now. The short version is that you're basically rolling dice to figure out what word comes next in a chain of outputs. So is that like what Roll for Sandwich does when he lets dice decide what goes on a sandwich? Yes, actually, that's almost exactly the same. He's following specific rules for structure to constrain possible results, but rolling dice to make it non-deterministic so that he gets a different sandwich every time. The main difference is that Markov chains weight their results, so based on a sample of sandwiches that are more likely to have mayonnaise, instead of having an even distribution across every number, you'd have like 1 through 5 to get mayonnaise, 6 to 10 for mustard, and 11 or 12 to get ketchup off a D12 for condiments. Cool, and this is the part where I conveniently give you a conversational move to tie this back to language models. Thanks for that. Have you seen the category of meme that says, type this thing and let your phone fill in the rest? Yeah, I used that once for my horoscope for fun. Cool, so you know that most of the time it gives you word salad. Sometimes what it fills in happens to be true, but it's still typically not sensible text. And the factuality of what it fills in is incidental. You're getting it, and that is also true for ChatGPT. The functional difference is that it tricks you by looking more like text a person would write instead of just word salad. I see now why I should reconsider some choices here. Now, I have been wondering, did ChatGPT tell you to use a rock as a can opener? No, the guy who sold me the rock said it could open cans. Why do you ask? No reason, don't worry about it.